thing is, the most annoying thing about that was, throughout my whole school life, I've hated English, whether it's English literature or English language. Like, it's always been a love-hate thing, because I'm a person that can just... Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a different video because I'm going to talk about the jump from GCSEs to A-levels. So you know, basically, GCSEs. Well, when I was doing my GCSEs, they were kind of alright. I didn't do really good, but I didn't do really bad. Like, I was just alright, average. So, like, I wouldn't say like it was hard, but I wouldn't say it was easy. Like, me personally, for GCSEs, I'll say I revised, but just not enough, because like at some points I just couldn't revise, and I just literally sat there like just wanting to cry when revising the GCSEs. But that's for another video anyway. So I'm basically giving advice for revision tips that help me personally. No, what am I gonna say? I haven't even planned this video, you know. I just thought of this tonight. So yeah, basically the jump from GCSEs to A levels is like crazy. Like, a lot of people are like, oh nah, it's not that bad. A levels is easy. A-levels is not easy. Like, I can tell you now, A-levels is not easy, and like, I don't know, it's just not easy. But it's not majorly hard if like you just, it depends what A-level you do, to be fair. Actually, I don't even know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I would say it is a big jump. But since the specification is changing in the GCSE system, I think it would be easier to jump from like GCSEs to A-levels at the moment. But for like obviously me and people older than me, that it was a big jump, because in GCSEs you have coursework that counts towards the exam, your final grade, whereas in in A-level, for me, I don't have any coursework except for English language, and that's like 10 or 20%, something like that anyway. Plus, for me, in my AS grade or exam doesn't count towards my final grade, which is like, it's good but it's bad at the same time. It depends what grade you get at AS. So for example, I got a C in all my A-levels, no, in all my AS exams, and what did I do? No, so for example, like, if I wanted to go to a uni where like there's A star, AA, or AAB or something like that, and like I have a low C grade, I don't even know if I got a high C grade or low C grade, but anyway, it would be harder to judge, like, because you'd have to add that grade that you got in A level to the one in AS. So I think it's good depending on the grade that you got, and depending on if you want to go to uni or not. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, the subjects that I take for A level is English language, sociology, and French. Actually, before I start talking about my subjects, I would say from GCSEs, don't pick a subject or a course just because of the grade you got at GCSE. So for example, originally I wanted to take psychology, biology, PE, and French. Like, I only wanted to take 3 A-levels, but I was choosing between, I think it was psychology and biology. Yeah, I was choosing between them two. But I definitely wanted to do PE and French, and like, I only do French out of all them subjects that I thought I wanted to do. So like, I chose French because I wanted to be able to speak another language, because like, I can't speak another language. And plus because I was alright at GCSE, like, you know, like I was progressing in it, so I thought, you know what, let me take it up. I don't want it to be a wasted opportunity. And also, like, I just had a passion for French, so that's the reason why I took it. I wanted to take biology just because I thought I wanted to be a physiotherapist. Really and truly, I just tried to force myself to like biology when really I didn't. Like, it's just one of them things. Like when you're in year 11, like sorry about that, guys. Yeah, when you're in year 11, sometimes you don't know what you want to do. That's okay. Don't let people force you into thinking like you need to know what you want to do, but just don't be like too lost in the sauce. Like, I don't know how to explain it, because I really didn't know what I wanted to do. Like, at first I wanted to do BTECs, and then this one teacher, like, I wanted to do a BTEC sport. Like, it's okay doing BTECs. I made that sound really bad, but yeah, BTECs is okay to do, but I wanted to do BTEC sport just because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I was there like, I'm so glad I didn't take it, because I think I would have been tired by now, because I do dance and athletics, and I'm thinking to myself like, I would just be tired all the time physically. So I'm glad I didn't take it. But anyway, I'm going off topic. Let me stay on topic. So psychology, I just wanted to take that. I didn't really read it up. All I knew about it was, oh yeah, it's to do with the human brain and how people behave. That's all I knew. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to take psychology. PE, I just took because, no, I only wanted to take because I'd done it at GCSE, and I was thinking, you know what, PE will be calm, so I'm going to take PE. So I just didn't think them through, and I would say go to open days. Like, I didn't start looking at colleges until, actually I'd looked at colleges about November time, and I only looked at like one, and that's it, until like, until about March, April. I would say have a look around. It's good to have a look around. But yeah, don't choose subjects based on your grade at GCSE, because like, no, when I signed up for college, I picked French, and I picked, what on earth? Sorry about that, guys. What was I saying? I forgot now. Yeah, okay, this is another thing about me. Like, every time I'm talking, I always forget what I'm gonna say, even though I just said it about 5 seconds ago. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I picked French, and I couldn't take psychology because I got a C in science, and then I got a D in science. The thing that I didn't understand is, in year 10, I got a C, and I didn't know anything. Like, I was revising. Like, the only reason why I revised so much is because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing a real exam, and it's science. Like, I have to have science. So I revised, and I passed, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then year 11, I understood it more, but I failed. But you know what the annoying thing is? Like, actually, no, I didn't. Okay, I didn't pass, but I still got a qualification, because at GCSE, C is a pass and D is a qualification, whereas A level, D is a pass and E is a qualification. So don't get that mixed up as well. And also, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I was like, oh my gosh, how did I fail like in year 11 but not in year 10? Like, I was so confused. And the annoying thing was, I got C in my physics exam, C in my biology, and C in my chemistry. So for all that to be rounded into a D was so annoying. But oh well. So yeah, I couldn't do psychology or biology because of that, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? So I thought to myself, you know what, let me take English language, because I got an A. So I was thinking, okay then, let me take English language. And thing is, the most annoying thing about that was, throughout my whole school life, I've hated English, whether it's English literature or English language. Like, it's always been a love-hate thing, because I'm a person that can just talk and talk and talk. So like, English is just for me, basically, in a way, because like, it's just for me. From primary school I hated English, secondary school I hated English, and then I thought to myself, I really want to do A levels, I really want to do this, so I thought I have to do English language. So I'm not gonna say stupid me actually, because I'm glad I took it now. So just not thinking shimila or whatever the word would be, said, yeah, I'll take English language. So I picked it, and then it was interesting at the start, but I got bored of it at some point. But language, yeah. And then the person that like I was sorting out my courses and stuff with as well, she also must have said, oh, you can do sociology, and that was the only thing that like, well, not even appealed to me, but everything else on the list, I didn't even know what it was like. I didn't want to do RS, I didn't want to do philosophy because I didn't know what philosophy was about. I didn't want to do like any other things because yeah, so I took sociology. I didn't even know a thing about sociology. The only thing that I thought sociology was about was like, oh, why are people obsessed with the Queen? That sounds so stupid. Well, not stupid, but it's only because I had some friends at school that done sociology, and like I was like, oh, what's sociology about? And one of them must have been like, oh, it's like why are people obsessed with the Queen and not on real stuff in life? And I was thinking, what on earth, what the hell? So that's all I knew about sociology, but I am so glad I picked it because it's like, that's my best subject at the moment. Like, I'm a person that loves to talk about things in society and like race, gender and class and stuff like that basically. And just, yeah, so I'm so glad I picked that. So like for me, I would say it was a case of I'm lucky. But I don't know. I was just kind of lucky that I picked them subject because all of them suit me. And thing is, English language was just like, I hated that for like half of the year. When I got to like half of the year in AS, I was there like, oh my gosh, I hate this subject. I'm just gonna fail on purpose. I don't care. Like, I literally became so unmotivated. But then I was like, you know what? I really want to pass. I want to get onto second year. Like, I just hated the feeling of failure. And like, even though I didn't get high grades, because I knew it wouldn't count to second year, I thought, okay, I only have this amount of time to revise. So I thought, okay, let me do that and then calm, I'll be fine, you know. So I started revising in January, February. So my exam started in May. I had a French speaking exam in April, March, April, yeah, April. I think it was, yeah, April. So February I started, so March, April, May. I basically had about 3-4 months to revise, and for AS, I would say I just about crammed in like most content, because sociology is a content based subject where you do have to have an exam technique as well. And English language, that's more analysing the language and how people communicate, and like dialects, accent, and how people communicate within the media in different situations. And then French, that's just like, basically, it's just French. It's like learning another language, in it. So reading, writing, translating, listening and speaking. So we had a speaking exam, and then we had a writing exam, then we had reading, listening and translating all in one. So yeah, that for me was alright. I'll go over techniques that that I used to revise for myself, which helped me personally. So yeah, I gave myself about 3-4 months to revise, which personally, thinking of it now, it's not enough. But now I've started revising literally this week, so at least I'm starting way earlier than before, and I'm hoping to get higher grades because my main goal for last year was to pass. So you know. Last thing is yeah, I was predicted D's. Like at the start of the year I was getting D's, E's, U's. Like I just weren't, well, I was trying, but like it just took me a while to actually settle into it and actually think, you know what, I want to pass, I want to get onto second year, I don't want to retake a year. Like, get your head down. So I just made a revision timetable. That will also help, and I'll go through that in another video. So yeah, this is just simple advice, and I hope that you all do take it in, because it is vital if you want to pass, go uni, or just do better for yourself, you know. And especially if you're taking A levels, it is hard, but you can find a way around it. Like, you just can. And these times I was doing dance and athletics as well and competing, and I had a job, but it was around about every 2 weeks. But still, you can do it. That's all I'm saying, because people think like it takes over your life. It only takes over your life if you don't keep up with it. So yeah, I think that's, oh yeah, so I was predicted D's and everything. I got C's, which obviously I'm not happy. Well, I am happy because I passed, but I'm not settling for C's. Like, I'm obviously aiming higher, because my number one goal was to pass. So now I have a different goal, which is obviously to get higher grades and then get the grades that I want to, get the grades for the uni course that I want to do. So I hope everyone enjoyed. Don't doubt yourself, believe in yourself like I did. Sorry guys. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy. I know this is long, but it is very useful. I hope you will take it in. Thank you for watching my video, and I'm going to go now because it's like 11 something o'clock. Bye guys.
Oh, na 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 na.